Hello all. Alright, we're back into another California heat wave, or is it the other way around, that we lost our cooling trend, our 2-day cooling trend, and now we're back up into the heat. But after tomorrow we're supposed to cool back down and even have 30% chance of rain. So maybe we'll slip back into a little cooler weather, hopefully. This heat is something else. But let's go right over to what I'm going to talk about today, and that is the military-industrial complex. And what I'm going to do is just take one country, the U.S., and show how wasteful it is to spend money in the military. Let's go find out exactly how much is being spent first. So this graph is between 1962 and 2015. So a little bit of it is projected. Oh, where did I put my pen? Oh, here it is, on the board. Okay, so anyway, let's start here at 1962. It was $400 billion per year was spent in the U.S. By the time 1986 arrived, we were up to $600 billion a year. By the year 2002, we were down to about $500 billion. But from 2002 on, the military spending skyrocketed. By 2010, it was up to $1 trillion a year, and by 2015, it's projected to be $1.4 trillion. So it'd be $1.4 trillion. That's a lot of money you're shoving down the old toilet hole. But wonder if there was an alternative. Why did I say that? So my question has to be, if we had a Department of Peace, how much would it cost? Let's say we put 1.4 trillion into it per year. But the thing is that the propaganda machine in the war complex is so continuous and in your face all the time that we become used to the military as being part of us, and we being, great patriots to our countries by joining the military. One of the ways, I just wanted to show you an example of this, was here in the U.S. We have something called Fleet Week, where the federal government shows off part of its military fleet called the Navy here in the U.S. and they come in with big battleships and planes flying and all the trimmings, and then they put on about a 7-day show where you can go and get on the ship or fly around or do something, watch a show. One of the things they do here is that they fly these planes called the Blue Angels, and yes, they're sleek and they're blue and yellow with white bellies. Don't even look like some menacing war machine. They're not even the same color, and they fly these around and they go upside down, and then they put in these beautiful little colors in the air to excite the sheeple, and all the young guys' testicles start to vibrate when these planes come around, and they get all excited and they decide that they're going to go join up into the Navy, and they're going to go flying around just like this, upside down, and do pretty little colors in the sky and get oohed and awed at. But in reality, it's a different story, isn't it? For those who've gone through it, those who took the bait and went through the military-industrial complex and found out that it's just nothing like what they say it was. So here, the last 3 days, we've been having jets screaming overhead, and today's the last day. There'll be a little bit tomorrow, but today's the big day, the finish. And it's a beautiful day, hot, way too hot for this time of the year, but we've been saying that for 3 years now. So we would have to figure out how to get this testosterone to run with guys here in the States and other countries for our Department of Peace. And when two countries had a disagreement about something, they'd actually just talk about it. Or if there was a group, and that there was a rule that no country gives arms to any other country or group of people. The only arms they have is to defend themselves, and that's it. And I think if you let the Department of Peace do the rest, could you just imagine what a fantastic world we'd have? Because look at how much money we spend in the military instead of in peace and infrastructure and getting us off of fossil fuels. Instead, we keep feeding the military-industrial complex, the bankers, the corporations that support this scum that's in the office, that we, the people, put in there in most cases. We vote for these people to go in, and then we can't stand what they end up with, and what we end up with is our hard-earned money being spent on air shows and exhibitions of military weaponry. But for San Francisco, it'll be another year before we have to go through this again. But we all here in the States will pay for these shows, billions of dollars to put these shows on, just so you'll go and sign up and continue on with the ever-ending, forever war. And thank you for your ups, your downs, and your likes and your unlikes, and your comments especially, and your new subscriptions. Sounds like somebody just broke the sound barrier again. Sounds like thunder. So until next time.